honor will always express gratitude. See, if I see value in you, I'm going to make sure that you know it. I'm going to make sure that I can thank you, I can honor you, I can give you blessing. If I have value in God, I'm going to make sure that blessing is on my mouth towards God. And what happens? It is when we begin to see that those beautiful gifts, those beautiful spiritual blessings come alive. The enemy wants to cause you to attach your flesh to those things and become prideful, arrogant, and egotistical. Everybody say, I don't want that. The way we operate well in the equipment, the way we access well the equipment God has for us is we honor God first. We stay behind God. See, the Apostle Paul was saying, I have every spiritual blessing, but before I even get into that, let me first just say, blessed be to God. Because apart from God, I have nothing. Apart from God, you and I have nothing. We are nowhere without God. I don't know about you. Without God, it was really dark and bleak for me. Without God, like sin had its way in my life, overwhelmed me, dominated me. I cared for no one but me. I did everything I wanted to do. I was self-centered, self-focused, and self-preservation. But when Jesus, everybody say, but God. There's a proper order. The Apostle Paul knew. He knew that if I'm going to access that which is available to me, I need to honor God well. I need to be behind God. I need to be under the leadership of God. I need to be constantly in a posture of saying, He is the one who's greater than me. Remember the heart of John the Baptist? People adored John the Baptist. They saw God in him. They saw the ministry of the kingdom in him. But he had to say, whoa, there's one coming greater. We need to be postured in a place as we move forward, because I promise you today, you and I are coming into days of great power. You and I are coming into days of great access of the equipment of God. You and I are coming into days of great encounter and engagement with the gifts of the Spirit. We are coming into days of great engagement and access to the power of God. It ought to excite you. But we need to be behind God. We need to have the alignment of our heart properly set, postured towards blessing God. Honor always expresses gratitude. If you have a hard time thanking people, you might want to do an honor check. If you have a hard time expressing gratitude, you might want to do an honor check, because honor will always express gratitude. See, if I see value in you, I'm going to make sure that you know it. I'm going to make sure that I can thank you, I can honor you, I can give you blessing. If I have value in God, I'm going to make sure that blessing is on my mouth towards God. I'm going to make sure that blessing God is a priority in my life. And oftentimes, we show our allegiance towards God in the way that we bless other people. We don't live for the gifts, we live for the gift giver. We live for the one who authors, authenticates, and gives the gifts to us in our life. There's great equipment available to you and I. We need to know that we can transition from availability to accessibility. We can't handle the equipment of God without the proper procedures in our heart. It's important that we learn this stuff. It's important that we learn and that we become stimulated about deep affection and honor of God as we engage that which He's given me to operate with. You can't handle the equipment of God without the proper procedures in your heart. And I would say to you like this, honor is like the license to operate the equipment. I remember when I first learning how to operate excavators, and I'm a plumber by day, preacher by, night or whatever. I just grew up plumbing. That was the first thing I learned how to really operate tools. And I remember I got to get in my first excavator and I had to get a license to operate that thing. And there's certain things that in God that he wants you to access. He doesn't just want you to know it's available. He wants you to access it. But honors like the license to access and operate the equipment. Secondly, and all I'm doing is taking Ephesians 1 this morning, and I'm just going to pull out these 4 key insights that are in there. First one was, Apostle Paul blessed God. We recognize that we were given every spiritual blessing. So we need to live in great honor